is Jen Davis. I am a MAPS coach, and I am here with our fast track coaches. So these coaches coach topic-specific products to solve any of your agents' problems. Our hope today is that we actually can partner with market centers to be leverage for you. And so I've got some pretty awesome co-hosts. I've got Jason Abrams and Marc King here today, and we're going to walk through all of the offerings that MAPS has to help each of your agents and your leadership in your market centers. Marc, you ready?
I love it. I'm ready to go. I'm super excited. Some of the most talented people I've ever worked with and a curated list of fast track programs that are spectacular. So let's get started.
Dare I say, Marc, that it's aptly named fast track? Because here's the deal, everybody. You can get anywhere you want to be. And the truth of the matter is you can go there by yourself, or you can go there hand in hand with someone that knows how to do it faster. And most of the people that I have found in life that want the good things want it fast. You see, the truth of the matter is you're here at Keller Williams because we can help you get where you want to go faster with us than without us. That's the whole idea. So we went on an international search, no less, to find the absolute Jedi experts in each of these things. So here's how this goes. When you have a question in life, you're usually a relationship away. And over the next hour, you are going to get introduced to the tip of the spear, the best of the best, the people that have the answers to the questions that you've been asking. Marc, I'm excited.
I'm excited too. And here's the thing. We have a vision for this company, and it's a vision that's true to our culture, and that is to thrive. And we're going to thrive by 2025, and we're going to have 100,000 millionaires in this company. We're super excited about that. We're going to have every market center $1 million teamage. We're excited about that. And then we're going to have 100,000 agents averaging 18 sides per year. When we do that, we all get better and we all win. That's our Thrive 25 goal. So this is how we get there. You ready to start?
Let's do this.
Jump in. All right. First off, we have the amazing Anna Kruger. Anna Kruger, mega lead conversion.
Yes. Hey, everybody. Good to be here.
Hey, Anna. How you doing?
Good.
All right. Talk to us. What is mega lead conversion?
All right. So mega lead conversion is perfect for people who are looking to have a relational way to talk to people and be effective in sales. So I always say, if you kind of cringe at the thought of being salesy, this class will fix it. So we teach you everything from how do you open a call so people actually stay on the phone with you? What do you do if someone says, oh, I'm busy, call me later? There is a very relational way to engage them and keep them talking. So we take you from hello all the way through a signed agreement. So they have hired you to be their agent and everything in between. So how to set an appointment that shows up. What do you do if they give you an objection? How do you create urgency? How do you leave voicemails that actually have them call you back? Because voicemails do actually work. So how do you do that? And it's perfect for agents that are either brand new. We've had people come through who said, I just got licensed, and then they're reporting very quickly that they're getting into production. And it's also good for agents. We've had agents write in and say, I've been in the industry 25 years and I've learned things in this class I've never heard before. So if you are looking to increase production, this class will teach you how to do it in a very relational way, which I think is super exciting.
I love this, Marc. People do business with people they like, and knowing the words that move people into action faster with us than without us is the difference between those that make all the money and everybody else. Anna, that's what you're studying here, right?
Yes. Yeah. It's about the relationship. Gary says that all the time, especially now in today's market. It's all about relationship. So when we know how to talk to a stranger and quickly make it feel like we're friends, I have a relationship with you, I'm your professional friend of choice, it does make a huge difference in the amount of business you have.
Love it. Marc?
I love it. I'm super excited. Are we ready to move on to number 2?
Absolutely. None other than Anna again. Anna, tell us a little bit about how to hire, train, and retain an ISA.
Perfect. So first, let's talk about what an ISA is. So an ISA is an inside sales agent, and their primary job is full-time lead generation and lead conversion. Who doesn't want someone doing that on their team, right? So this class is all about how do you know it's time to hire one for your team, because you can hire it too early. So how do you know it's the right time? And then also, how do you keep them on your team? What are proper expectations? And a huge part of this class is culture. So it's not just how do you hire them, it's how do you actually keep them and integrate them into the culture so that the agents and ISAs are clicking well and syncing really great. And this class is great for people who, a lot of times people will say, I don't have enough leads, or I have so many leads, I can't keep up with them all. And what we find a lot of times is people have amazing leads and they perceive they're not great leads because they're not following up rhythmically. They don't have the proper follow-up time or the proper follow-up system. And so we perceive that they're not great leads. And teams will hire an ISA and quickly see huge production from it because now they're actually working the leads with a system and they're getting the proper follow-up, which leads directly into closings. So the class is great for people if you already have an ISA and you want to make sure you're leading them well. It's also great for people who are interested to hire someone to do full-time lead gen, lead conversion.
Anna, we've learned a lot about ISAs, and my buddy Jason here is studying a lot of ISAs around the world right now. And one of the things I love about this fast track course is your ISA will be as good as you train them. And
Yes.
so it's not enough just to hire it, set it, forget it. There's things you can't outsource, and you have to learn how to train your ISA to truly be effective. So this is what we're going to learn in this fast track course, right?
Yep, absolutely. All about how to lead them well so they stay long-term.
I'll tell you what, this is not an earnings claim, and I'm not a lawyer or an accountant, but I will tell you this. I have been studying ISAs, and I'm seeing returns of 500% ROI all the way up to 800% ROI documented in the ISA playbook, which, Anna, you helped write. Thank you. We are grateful. This one has my double stamp of approval. I love it. I think everyone should have an ISA.
You got a double stamp of approval? That's fantastic.
Man, this is great. I don't think I've ever had a double stamp of approval. This is awesome. Thank you.
It's official. All right, let's move on. I'm super excited about Scale Your Business. And if there's anybody in our ecosystem who knows about scaling from Alaska to Arizona to across the continent, it's Kristen Cole. Kristen, welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Talk to us about scaling our business.
Yeah, Mark, as a leader and a business owner, we all exist, and because people and businesses deserve to be led really well, and that it's not easy. It is simple. And Scale Your Business is a class that we teach for 1 hour over 8 weeks. So once a week over 8 weeks, and it's designed to teach you how to disruptively scale your business up or down, really depending upon the market. And we do it by teaching you disruptive lead appointment platform that's relevant, timely, and needed. So our program is going to make you smarter, richer, and save you time as a leader. And I like that. So for me, it's when I look at, well, how is this going to make other leaders smarter? Well, when you learn how to create a foundation that's scalable up or down, it can flex up or down, and you do it in a disruptive way that allows you to pivot regardless of what the market is, we know that you can achieve 72 to 77% of your business consistently, predictively over time. So we teach you how to create that disruptive lead funnel through a program, and we teach you to do it around things that are needed and useful. I don't know about you, but a lot of the lead gen programs are not around something that's needed and useful specifically for the moment. So what that means is your agents will spend less time lead generating and more time selling real estate, all around your vision, your culture, and your administrative team to get them where they want to go. So it allows you to adapt to only what matters and then narrow your focus and absolutely narrow it again based on making it very disruptive. So how does it make you richer? There's always the math in the path, or the path is the math. We do know that this 8-week Scale Your Business playbook, that when run and run well with MOFers that create appointments, your business will be richer. Your agents who execute on this playbook will be richer, and with no risk to them, all the while earning at least $100,000 net to them with 8 sides per year. Final thing, saves you time. Scale Your Business program saves you time and your agents time because you're leveraging a disruptive foundation that's built to last in any market. The solid foundation requires you to constantly narrow your focus. And we know that Gary Keller tells us all the time, the more narrow you make your focus, the more successful you'll be. But around proven programs, not just around everything. So it saves you time with training, it increases your execution, and it especially around highly productive agents. So here's the truth, Mark. Scale Your Business programs allows you to live with certainty in an uncertain world. It gives you the clarity of the vision of where you're going. And we all know clarity of the vision is more important than certainty of the outcome. So this may not be for everyone, but here's what I do know. We need to constantly adapt or we're going to die, and we get to choose. So choose, scale your business.
Love it. Very well done. And Kristen, you're a former coach of mine and a current mentor. So grateful. I can tell you personally, I've audited this course. It is fantastic. If you don't have a good foundation, you will get what you deserve, and it won't be nearly what you could have had. Fantastic. Thanks. Okay. Dale Donovan B., let's talk all things commercial mentorship program. What is the commercial mentorship program?
I'm so glad you asked. It is a program that was designed and created in a response to the questions that market center leadership and our commercial agents were saying. We need mentors. We need people that have experience. So some of our market centers did not have managing directors, and some of our market centers didn't have expertise in commercial. So they needed to have the mentorship program available to them. So we created it, this comprehensive 6-month program designed to both for newcomers and for experienced agents to enhance their skills and expand their commercial real estate business by growing their GCI. And it's focused on today's market. We all know that's a little bit different than it has been. This program emerged as a viable solution to address the challenge of guiding and assisting market centers with commercial real estate agents who needed mentoring and support beyond the market center. We are providing that service through the mentorship program with documents and information on systems and resources and the tools that KW Commercial provides. So we believe that the Market Center leadership can offer this program to those joining the Market Center as a new commercial real estate agent, or for those who want to move forward to enhance their skill set. One of the things that we feel this is going to be really good for is in the first couple of months, sometimes the commercial agents leave because they don't have the support, because there isn't the experience in commercial in the Market Center. So we're hoping that this will retain and help us keep those excellent commercial real estate agents in the market centers. So this is the platform that we have that's in a group session that really provides a lot of networking with like-minded peers, and it gives us the opportunity to collaborate, share experiences, and foster those relationships. We believe this is the answer for market centers and their leadership, and for the commercial broker. We look forward to supporting all of the commercial real estate agents through this particular program. So thank you. This has been a great opportunity to tell you about this program.
I love it.
I'm jumping in. I'm so excited about this because this has been a missing piece of the largest real estate company on the planet under one brand. And a lot of OPs and team leaders shy away from this conversation because they don't feel like they have the resources in order to mentor those commercial agents. And therefore we get into a lot of what, we politely term resi-mercial transactions and agents and all those things. I am so excited about this. This will absolutely help us recruit. And it's a matter of time before we're the #1 commercial real estate company under one brand by using this program. Jason?
I'm always amazed that real estate agents that drive past all the buildings every day. And they're like, oh, I don't need to sell any of those. That's insane. I don't understand that at all. You know what there is going to be in 10 years, Mark, out that window?
More buildings?
Oh my gosh. And you know the buildings that are there, they're going to still be there. Y'all have been driving past the same buildings your entire lives. They don't go away. They just get more valuable. So I love this one.
I love it. All right. We're on to the two perfect coaches is what I'm going to call it. Our next two coaches up have fast track programs with perfect in the title. First up, Nicole Zuber, as close to perfect as it gets. So excited to have you on. Let's talk about the perfect operations team.
Well, thank you guys for having us. The perfect operations team is the perfect leverage to teach, audit, and or cross-train the heartbeat of your business. Gary Keller says it often. The heartbeat of your company is your administrative operations staff. So what we do is all of the key roles in the real estate business, we will dive deep through job descriptions, going through the GPS 411, And we also supply them with systems and checklists so that your transaction manager, your listing manager, and your director of operations are set up for success. I can tell you, so many people come through, and maybe your administrator is both of those things, or maybe you have 3 or 4 people that need to be cross-trained. Come and see us. We're going to help your operations support gain clarity through their job description, know how to win and lose in the role, which is really important. Lots of rainmakers out there. You're an entrepreneur, you're out there, you're selling. Let us come in and help scale your business that way with the client experience. We're going to teach you what numbers and metrics that your operations team members should be accountable, and how to lead conversations, my personal favorite, that might be considered fierce, so that they can set up for success in their role. We also help them with the thinking and habits that come with having success in the role. You basically get a one-on-one coaching experience in a fast-track environment. So we power by weekly accountability. We have homework. We mastermind around the homework. And you walk out with a massive operations manual to ensure that you will deliver a scaled client experience, transaction over transaction. And Mark, most importantly, to ensure that our operations teams are shift-proof through reviews and referrals.
You know what's always so amazing to me is that I talk to top agents and they're saying, well, I'm going to hire my first administrative assistant. I say, great. And they say, yeah, because I hate that stuff and I'm terrible at it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, good idea. Who's going to train them? And they're like, I am, because I hate that stuff and I'm terrible at it. That's never made any sense to me, Nicole. This is how you solve that, right?
That's the goal here. That is indeed the goal here.
Here's what's fascinating, Nicole. Some of the most talented salespeople I know, I'll use my buddy Jason for this. One of the most talented people I know. I work with him every day. And what I realize, he's not that talented at all. He has amazing people behind him. And what he's talented at is putting together a team of operations people. And that's what we hope to, just kidding, he's talented too. But the most talented people in this business, salespeople, have amazing teams behind them.
That's right.
Awesome.
Thank you.
This is a no-brainer. This is the insurance policy against doing all of the work to hire somebody and then making the investment every month to keep them and actually getting what you deserve out of it. This is, I love it.
So
gosh, you know where we get to go next, Jason? Are you ready?
To the great one, the incomparable, the fast track program that's had more people go through it than any on the planet ever.
That's the one.
Monica Reynolds. Monica, how are you?
I'm excited to be here with everyone. Thank you so much. All right. So let me share with you that the perfect real estate assistant is the first step. When you are a single agent and you're frustrated and you're trying to put systems together and you're not ready to get that assistant yet, this class is where you go first. The second thing is, if you're an agent with an assistant and you're not dividing up the roles, you're frustrated with the system, you don't have the systems in place, this is the first step for you. So this class is about building a scalable business with systems, and you get a 550-page policy and procedures manual. This is the basis. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. I've got the wheel for you. This class has systems you will need. I've either wrote the systems myself after 45 years in real estate, or I borrowed them from some of the most amazing agents in the country. Now, this whole program teaches you efficiency. And when you have efficiency, you can build duplicatable and scalable, have a duplicatable and scalable business at a very, very high level. Now, I have checklists, I have letters, I have conversations for the systems like listings and pendings and customer service, lead generation, goal setting, communication, job descriptions, who to hire, when to hire. All of that is in there. And so again, this is a foundational piece of your business that you do not have to think about every day and reinvent. It's there. The calls are live with Q&A. I do every single call. And it's about how to build this business that empowers the assistant to become the confident leader of the office systems. Now, that's a little daunting for some agents to go, wait, I'm going to turn everything over to them? Yes. Your job is you go out and lead generate, lead follow-up, go on appointments, write contracts, right, Jason?
That's it.
You know? And the assistant is a profit center for you, the agent. They will absolutely change your life and change the life of your clients, who then will never want to work with anyone else. And so this class is empowering you and your assistant to build systems, and more importantly, build a confident team. So the next step, not to confuse everything, then once you have this one person in place or you're starting the systems, then when you have a team, you go to the perfect operations team. So this is step one. Perfect operations team is step two.
I love this, Monica. You know, as someone who hired his first assistant 27 days into the business and then hired his second assistant a couple of weeks later because I got the hiring part wrong, this would have been amazingly helpful to me in the early days. Thank you for doing this.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. I mean, I wrote books on teams and assistants in the early 90s when some people haven't even been born yet. And the key thing for me is that this is how you take your business to the next level. We're great salespeople. I've never been good at crossing the T's, dotting the I's. Imagine that, Mark and Jason, right?
Yep.
I want people to do that for me.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Leverage. Mark, this is a winner all day.
Super excited.
I gave you the list, Mark, of the agents that have went through this course that are in Gary's top 1,000. It literally would almost be 1,000 long.
Almost all of them. Yep.
And in the last 10 years, there's been over 38,000 agents and assistants that have gone through.
Wow.
Success leaves clues, my friends. Thank you so much, Monica. Super excited. Next up, we have the head of our community, the KWRI Real Estate Planner, teaching a fast track course, Dan Ahara. Dan, welcome. Let's talk about securing listings for the wealthy.
Hey, Mark and Jason, good morning to you, or good afternoon. It's morning here in Hawaii. But hey, so what we're going to talk about in the class is how do you secure listings for the most predictable market we have in America today? This is a market that's going to be selling not because of the interest rates, not because of the stock market, not because of the economy, but because of a life change, right? It's a baby boomers and their parents. It's inevitable. We're all getting older, right, Mark? Half the time I can't see without my glasses. So this market is going to be shifting, right? And these people are moving. 2.2 million older adults are going to retire and move from their homes, right? Senior relocation services. What are their questions they have? Where do I go? How much does it cost? What does life look like? How do I get there? These are needs. These are needs from a demographic. One of the things I learned from Gary Keller just recently at the Legacy Academy was the concept of needs and needs. Well, these are the needs of a demographic that's huge, 10,000 every single day. They have needs. What if you could provide the means to those needs and provide those solutions? Well, that's what we teach in our class. The solutions to the challenges that older adults have in relocating, number one. The other thing that they're going to realize is that, believe it or not, this demographic has a lot of investment properties. Imagine 34% of all households in America being a rental, right? Who owns those properties? Well, it's not the 20 or 30-year-olds, probably not the 30 or 40-year-old. It's a baby boomer and their parent. And these folks have had the property for a number of years, right? They paid off debt, right? They have it's all equity. And now they see in the future that, after they retire and as you get older, 60s, 70s, and 80s, these properties become a burden, right? It's a burden to them cognitively, mentally, because they're worried about things happening to it. The roof's getting old physically, right? I don't want to put $20,000 into a roof I'll never get my money out in, right? So they're thinking of, what do I do? Well, they want to sell, but they don't want to pay capital gains taxes, right? So what is the solution? It's the 1031 exchange. The 1031 exchange is the most underutilized tool in America in real estate today, I believe, because this is what's going to happen, and we're going to start transferring wealth. But what people don't want to do is pay capital gains taxes. I always say that the number one enemy to creating generational wealth is capital gains taxes. And so what we do is we create plans such that you either defer it and really you have a plan to eliminate it, where you get a step up in cost basis, right? And so you create these plans for folks. And this is what's attracting listings, because people aren't talking about a 1031 exchange yet, right? They're starting to. Because of our programs, they're starting to learn that this is the best tool you have to create generational wealth. Because everyone's heard of a family fight over real estate, right? Right? Everyone's heard of that. And we always think, well, what's causing that? I say, well, it's greed. Yeah, that's partly true. But the real problem is you can't divide real estate.
No,
right?
That's it, Dan. And Mark, this is something that's close to your heart.
Yeah, it means the world to me. I got a short invite to a glimpse into what you do, Dan, and I was blown away. This is about generational planning. It's not just how to sell another luxury home. Yeah. It's about how to create generations of clients for life. Yeah. And as we all know, we tend to look to our elders for advice when selling a home. When we talk about estate taxes, you talk about 1031 exchanges, you talk about building wealth over time with real estate. This is how we get not only 100,000 agents to average 18 sides, but also this is how we build our own wealth. So it's kind of a twofer, Dan.
Absolutely.
And I just want to say that we got here because Dan was running a successful business based on this in one of the most competitive markets in the United States. And so this thing's proven, this thing works. Dan, love it.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Lastly, I'll just close with one thing. You know, if you show up with the 4 C's, I call the 4 C's of care, compassion, curiosity, and contribution, everything else is going to work for you. And that's what we do in our community, because in this demographic, it's a different demographic. You have to have those 4 to be successful.
I tell Mark that every day.
Thank you, Dan. Enjoy the weather.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right. So everyone out there wants to take more listings. Mega Listing Agent with Emily Baker and Aaron Simons. Aaron, talk to us about this.
Yeah, thanks, Jason. So Mega Listing Agent is a course designed for agents who want to take more listings now. And here's the key part, develop a complete and comprehensive listing system. And so what we focus on in the program is a couple things. Number 1, mastering your listing sources. Number 2, what we call the 3 Ps, your pre-qual, your pre-list, and your pre-appointment prep. We go through the full from soup to nuts, the top seller objections, and lastly, how to actually get the struggling to find listings. This course is for them. If you have agents who are going on appointments and they're not getting the listing signed, this program is for them as well. And so, Jason, one of the trends we're seeing right now with top teams and agents is their listing appointment to listing taken ratios have been going down. And so here's a top tip, for you leaders out there, do what we call a pre-qual autopsy, right? Go back through the pre-qual with the agent and figure out what questions did they not ask that they should have, which would have helped them actually get the listing signed. And here's a hint, if they don't have a pre-qual, sign them up for our class. So lastly, if you want Emily and I to come and conduct a listing mastermind for your market center or for your group of agents, just shoot us an email on the email on the screen. We'd be happy to do that.
That is awesome. I was reading this the other day. NAR put out this thing that the number 1 question that agents don't ask on listing appointments, will you list your house with me?
Yep.
They literally, Aaron, they're not asking for the listing after going through the whole thing where they take their shoes off and they sit at the table, but they don't ask for the listing.
Well, here's the funny thing, Jason. They're not asking that on the pre-qual. Hey, when I come out tomorrow at 2, if what I say makes sense and you feel comfortable and confident we can get your home sold, are you planning on listing your home with me?
That's so good. That's so good. Mark, you
I love
were
it,
the
Aaron.
top listing agent in your board. It had to have something to do with the models and systems you had around taking listings.
100% around the models and systems, and also the words that you use. So Aaron just nailed it. It's about asking the presumptive close question on the way in to the listing appointment. Yeah. And it's just the thing that we forget to do. So Aaron, super excited about this one. And by the way, she who controls the listing controls the market. And we all know that. And so if you're going to build your real estate business, you might as well start on the side of the transaction that controls it.
Taking listings never goes out of style.
Nope. Realtors don't die. They just become listless. My favorite real estate joke.
Oh my God.
Aaron, super excited about you. But we'll edit that one out. Thank you so much. Now, we talk about dominating the market and we talk about taking a lot of listings. How do we dominate the off-market listings? Let's go back to Christina Griffin. Christina, are you there?
Yes. Hey, I'm here. Thank you, guys. So thank you for having me and thank you for being here. The program that I've designed is specifically designed to equip our agents, leadership, and recruits with the right strategies and tools to excel in an ever-changing real estate market. So Mark and Jason, I just wanted to share with you some numbers on example data that our agents will learn how to pull, skill set, and tools that they will be empowered with to convert. So Cook County, Illinois has over 13,000 pre-foreclosures. Travis County, which is where Austin, Texas is, has 442 pre-foreclosures, 230 bank-owned, over 3,000 vacant homes, over 5,000 homes with liens to include HOA, IRS, county, federal liens, 68 bankruptcy, 459 divorce, over 20,000 homes that have an active tax delinquency, 311 pre-probate. Those are people that there's a death certificate filed, in over 12,000 homes that are expired that haven't been relisted. And depending on when you're going to watch this video, the numbers may go up or they may go down, but those are true numbers that your agents are going to learn how to pull for their specific market. In addition, they're going to learn how to locate multi-owners in any area they work, any asset class like vacant land, new construction, and multifamily. In just 3 months, the agents will learn how to gain expert knowledge, receive a path that leads to dominating pre-foreclosures, divorce sales, probate, bankruptcy, listings, liens, and over 100 plus different lead sources and life events. We're also going to give them an exact playbook on how to grow working with investors, create a broker price opinion department that will generate immediate income. That's how I got into bank foreclosures. I had an awesome bank, a BPO department that created a 6-figure income that resulted in helping relationships be created that resulted in thousands of bank foreclosures. We're going to show your agents on how to become a bank agent working REOs. It's going to be tailored to empower agents to convert in any market. Gary Keller said those that create the inventory control the market, and that's what we're going to teach your agents to do. What they're going to learn in my course will help no matter what's happening in the market, a shift-proof market, regardless of their experience level. So we're going to give them a clear path to a 6-figure income in 12 weeks. We're going to provide with the tools, the techniques, the insights to maximize their earning potential. And by the end of our program, agents will possess every step and tool needed to create a massive real estate business, cap quickly in any market, no matter what's going on in your market, and they'll be equipped with the expertise to dominate off-market listings.
Christina, I'm so excited about this. This is all these fast track programs get the double thumbs up. Here's why this is near and dear to my heart. It's how I started in the business. And the analogy I would give you is this is like having MLS access and nobody else has it. When you truly understand how to find off-market listings, you have a world that opens up to you that no one else is looking at. This is where you put together investment deals. You set up in a lieu of a 529 plan for your kids, pay for college. This is where you get into all those strategies. And for me, we're going to sell 4.1 to 4.4 million homes this year in the United States. And a lot of those will come as a result of off-market listings. And so thank you so much for doing this. This is desperately needed right now.
Thank you. And Mark, for that, our agents, a lot of them are still struggling to be able to find properties for their clients. I'm going to show them how to be able to locate, whether it's a 3-bedroom in X neighborhood going through this life event. They're going to have a clearer path regardless of the asset class. So thank you for having me.
It's fantastic. Thank you so much. All right, Kara Mull, you were going to talk to us about the language of sales, and you are absolute Jedi, a linguistic genius, an orator that needs no introduction. So tell us, how do we use words more effectively?
Jason, thank you so much. You know, we do have a lot of great programs, and what they all have in common is language. And language of sales is designed to equip participants, whether they're agents or leaderships or both, with the knowledge and skills to move their listeners forward by effectively influencing behavior, because it's not what you say, it might be how you say it. This legacy fast track program has been updated, and participants delve into the realms of the brain and behavior with specific focus on language and its profound impact on their listeners' thinking and actions. The practical approach is going to empower participants with actionable techniques to elevate their sales, leadership, and their overall communication. And participants will gain insights into how language can shape their listeners' thoughts and behaviors, and they'll discover proven influence strategies that'll enhance their ability to resolve conflict, inspire action, and become more proactive in actually capturing sales and market share. They're going to be guided to craft powerful scripts and dialogues that sound like them, that will consistently yield results. And they'll also learn how to adeptly handle objections and guide their prospects towards taking decisive action towards their prospects' goals. Language of sales, it goes beyond theory and actually offers a comprehensive set of tools and techniques to help participants succeed and bring together expertise in neurosciences, quantum linguistics, and human behavior. And through our live Zoom sessions, participants will have the opportunity to interact, practice together, and engage with the content. John Powell said, communication works for those who work at it. So whether someone's an agent working with buyers, sellers, or both, or a leader who aspires to inspire and influence those around them, this hands-on course is tailor-made for them. They're going to immerse themselves in powerful techniques that will make them and their business more influential, unlock their potential as a persuasive communicator, make lasting impressions, and create a positive ripple effect in every aspect of their life, Jason.
Mark, linguistic programming, you will answer now. Your thoughts?
I really enjoy this course. It's one of the courses that's been around for a long time. It's been rewritten, reinvented, that sort of thing, but the golden nuggets are still there. And when you meet someone like a Jason Abrams and you think that person just is so good at the words they use, well, they've actually had some real training at that usually, and this is where they got it. It's how you say what you say is as important as what you say. And this is where you learn all of that. It's to be a better communicator. And the cool thing about this fast track program, Kara, is that this transfers to everything else in our lives. We use this in everything we do. So super excited about this.
True words, by the way. Kara used to be my coach and actually taught me how to use my words. So here's the reality of it. The words are your paints, the conversation, your canvas. If you don't know what piece of art you're making, you'll never get there. This is the fast track program for you. You learned that in language of sales. That was so good. I love that. All right. Our next presenter needs no introduction. This is Mega Buyer Agent. This is one of the best to ever do it. And we just have to talk a little bit, Jen, before we jump on here. How many buyer side transactions did you do with a couple of showing assistants recently? What was the number? There were 3 years in a row that we closed 225 units. So I built that team within a team model. And so it was myself and 2 showing agents and an amazing inside sales agent that was helping book the appointments and handle those nurtures. There you go. And so often we think we need 25, 30 agents on our team to do that level of production. And yet 3 years in a row, 225 transactions, you were the buyer's agent and you built a team around you. That's what we're going to learn in this course. Yes. It is. I think, Mark, one of the maybe underutilized positions on a team is a buyer's agent. I think oftentimes it's looked at as a less than role. And when I look at all of the opportunities that have come my way, it's because I nailed being a buyer's agent. And so the mentality behind Mega Buyer Agent is to get a buyer's agent out of being kind of in that reactive space, right? I like to call them a Pop-Tart. Somebody calls, they want to show a house, or they want to see a house, and somebody pops out and shows it. We want to get you from being a Pop-Tart to being proactive. So what we're looking at in this 6-week course is actually how do you take control of working with buyers so that you can sell a large number of properties and really only show 2 to 3 houses per buyer. So the goal of this class is actually for a buyer's agent to be able to have some work-life balance. We want them to be able to be at home. We want them to be able to help their rainmaker build a big business. I was 50% of our production for a lot of years. And there was a year pre-showing agents where I closed 110 units. Before DocuSign, right? We're signing those documents in person. I made a lot of mistakes, and that's part of what we go into here. What are those tips that I found to build efficiencies in working with buyers? And for our market center leaders, most of your agents start by working with buyers. So when I look at the opportunity for us to help them build habits of best practice versus common practice, that's where we can make an impact as a market center, is saying, how do we help you? How do we help you build a big business? And so, this is something that's very near and dear to my heart. It has absolutely opened so many doors for me to have been able to have been a buyer's agent. And I love connecting with our agents.
Jen, here's one of the things I would ask too. If you are a rainmaker or you're wanting to help a rainmaker, have them take this as well. And the reason why is you identify what you're actually looking for to be your partner to go cause these kind of transaction numbers, and it's a lot more profitable. And so spending a few weeks with Jen, you get to see what the mega buyer agent of the future looks like, in my opinion. And so you get to see what leverage looks like. So thank you so much for doing this. This is for listing agents and buyers agents if listing agents want to learn. Is that true, Jen?
It is. It's the systems and tools around how do you build an efficient business. And one of the things, for a tip for our market centers, leaders, go talk to your agents today. If they learn nothing else today, but when they leave an appointment, we either set the next appointment or we sign a document. We're either setting or signing, because oftentimes what happens with a buyer is we say, oh gosh, sorry, this one didn't work. Or at the listing appointment, okay, I'll follow up with you tomorrow. What we want our agents to do is say, what else do we need, right? We're either signing a document or we're setting the next appointment. And those are the things we're going to teach our agents. How do you control your schedule? How do you forward pace that buyer or seller in order to fill your pipeline and understand what does it take to have a predictable business?
It's a no-brainer. It's an absolute winner. It's a double thumbs up. Take it. You won't regret it.
A double thumbs up?
Touch blue, make it true. Fantastic. I don't want any more referrals. Said no realtor ever. And that's where Tammy, that's where you come in. Never-ending referrals. Talk us through this.
Well, it sounds dreamy, doesn't it?
It does.
Well, if I were to ask both of you, what is the fastest, greatest way for an agent to build a sustainable, a predictable business? What is their largest business asset? What would it be?
Their data bank.
Oh my gosh, right? And exactly, it would be their database. And so Neverending Referrals is designed to help them build that largest business asset and Jason, turn it into the data bank. Our stated goal with our participants is to help them add at least 250 quality contacts to their database, quality being a really important piece of that over the course of a year. And then also, how do they get at least a 10% or better return on that database? And yet, here's the thing. We know that it's not just about having the database. That doesn't actually work. It's about having more relationships with more people more of the time. And so we really take the time to dig into the strategies that give them opportunity to build those relationships and really show up as their trusted advisor. I have heard that from the very beginning of my real estate career is, show up as the trusted advisors. Well, how do you do that? And so we really walk them through how to do that. If any of you have heard of DTD2, it stands for Doing the Database 2. DTD2 came from Neverending Referrals. It is a model that allows our people to stay consistently in front of people. When we look at, why are they not generating those never-ending referrals? It's usually two things. They lack a system or a model that allows them to consistently stay in touch with people, or they don't know how to bring value and bring contribution to people. So it's awkward and they don't do it at all. And so we're going to give them both. We walk them through how to set up DTD2 so it's not overwhelming. It can be overwhelming for someone if they have a big database to all of a sudden be given this system and they're like, where do I even start? Right. And so, we really dig into how do we make that easy? Then we step into how do we form the relationships? How do we bring value? And that's all just by giving them strategic options. We give them market of the moment conversations. We teach them how to use social media in a way that builds the relationship and is not the black hole that it can be. We walk through holding successful client events. Spoiler alert, it's not about the party, by the way. It's all of the touches and what the party is actually about. We teach them how to have and build business-to-business relationships. Those are such quality relationships for them to add to their database, and they're very reciprocal. So we walk through that. We teach them how to build MOFers that match the market so that their messaging attracts people to them. We talk about farming. We just brought in Chat GBT. I can't even say that, guys. like Chat.
We love Chat BLT.
Right? Yes, I love it, and we're bringing that in too. They finished the program building out a GPS that is completely designed around their database. Most of us are familiar with a GPS being like a 135. We help them build a 145, and it's through the 4 laws of the database. It's super cool. We've got 2 different products. We've got one that is designed for individual agents and teams. Many of the top teams in our company are, I call them repeat offenders. They're always in Neverending Referrals. So we've got that product for them. And then we also have a product that is the Market Center edition of Neverending Referrals. And it is set up to be facilitated in the Market Center. It is through video. Steve Schleter is my partner with Neverending Referrals. All of those are video based. We've got facilitator guides so that you have a local facilitator there. There's accountability around it, and it's something that you are then bringing into the Market Center. The goal with that is, what would it look like if everybody in the company was talking DTD2? Everybody knew what.
Tell you what,
Tammy, this is
the dream.
That's our dream, because here's some crazy stats. This is so exciting. And Jason, in the world of the tickety talk and the face pages and all the fun things, we forget the most important saleable asset we will ever own is our database. You mentioned that up front. Here's a crazy stat for you. If every realtor in the business just had this program and kept in touch with 56 households, you would cover every single household in America, and you would not need a third-party lead aggregator to pay for your business. You would actually be able to get never-ending referrals as much as you wanted. So I'm super excited about this. What sounds like an old-fashioned technique, we're going to build a database. We're going to feed it every day. We're going to communicate with it in a systematic way, and then we're going to service all the leads that come our way. Right, Tammy? This is the #1 way to build a secure business. Second piece is, in any shift, it's the best deals to get to closing. These deals fall apart less often than stranger deals do. So Tammy, I'm super excited about this.
Well, thank you so much. If we'd like for them to wake up and have tons of energy around their business and fall in love with it all over again, it's through relationships, right? And this is really where it's at. So thank you both.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. No, by the way, if your database is your net worth, right? Your network is your net worth. Your database is your business. All the things. Mark, talk to us. It's a little rare to have the president of Keller Williams also running a fast track program. As a matter of fact, I believe it's the first time in the history of the company that this has happened. Talk to me about 8 Weeks to Wealth.
Well, this is a big part of our vision. It's something that I've been super passionate about. Many of you might know or may not know, growing up extremely poor, living in a car. I've studied personal finance my entire life. I've taught it in the market centers for over 20 years. And I've been so blessed to get to work with Gary Keller, who led us to this idea, Jason, of why don't we bring in Brett Tanner, one of the best to ever do it? And why don't you guys partner on an 8-week program that teaches advanced strategies on wealth building? And here's the funny thing is, I always ask, agents, why do we work? And we get a lot of existential answers, like we love helping people and all those things. And we all love that as well. And we charge for our services for a reason. Can we all agree that we're working to create a better opportunity for our family and prepare for whatever your big why is? And I think we'd all agree to that. So we partnered up, Jason Abrams and myself have partnered up with Brett Tanner, who's the community leader of KW Wealth. And I will tell you, I learned more in the first 8 weeks to wealth and teaching this than I might have learned in my first 20 years teaching this. Jason, your thoughts?
Yeah, 100%. Look, every one of these programs will help you make more cash. So absolute fundamental guarantee. These are the people that can help you make more money. Then once you have it, you've picked a new problem, which is, what the heck do I do with it? And how do I keep it? And how do I make more of it? That's what this is all about.
Accelerated tax strategies, accelerated depreciation. There's all kinds of fun, advanced levels of building wealth. And there's a lot of basics to this as well. And so we're super excited about this. We won't spend too much more time here, but get in it. It's a great gift to give away to other people. And it's something you might want to take over and over and over again. There's no shortage in people wanting to build wealth.
That's the thing about the rules of money. They don't change no matter how much you have.
Nope.
They just are there. By the way, every one of these fast track courses, these are open to Keller Williams agents as well as anybody else on the planet that you think would get something out of this. So this is the kind of thing, every one of these fast tracks, it's not just who you know here, it's who do you know anywhere, and you want to make a difference in their life.
Invite everybody in your database, teach them how to build wealth. They'll be clients for life.
Cool. Mark, let's move on.
Let's go on to Yana. Yana, are you there? Brokerage to Teamridge in 90 days. I'm super excited this one too, because Teamridge is how we're getting every market center to $1 million+ in profit. So talk to us.
Hi, Alana here. So excited. Thank you for
Alana.
having me. So yeah, let's talk brokerage to Teamridge, 90 days. Here's the thing. Let's think about it in 3 things. 1, look at the importance of Teamridge as far as profit and growth. 2, why we know this is our future. And 3, demystifying the word Teamridge. So 1, the importance. Every single agent needs leads and will pay for them. They absolutely will pay for them. And brokerages will thrive with the growth. What easier way to grow than sharing with agents that we have the one thing that they want and need, leads, right? Greatest text message you can send agents. We have leads. Call me. 2, the future. The future is us as a brokerage providing those leads and the support and training to really focus on the success of the agents. Again, leading to the success of the brokerage. Goes back to the win-win, right? And then finally, demystifying the Teamridge. I just love that word, demystifying. So let's go from the skybox view to being on the field, right? In brokerage to Teamridge in 90 days, we start with the who leads it? Who's that person? How do you start small with the hungry and engaged agents and the lead sources that can lead to the fastest conversions? You put those 3 things together, pure gold. So what I would love to do is, I see Jason, like you have something, like I see you excited there.
No, I am, because this is one of those things where we launched a bunch of ships and everyone took off. And naturally what always happens is someone goes fast. You went fast and crushed this at an extraordinary level. I'm so grateful that you're doing this.
Well, thank you. Thanks, man. I'm so passionate about it because, you know, as a coach for so many years, the one thing agents kept just longing for was help me get started, help me have the closings, help me grow my business. And the only one thing we know to take an agent from 0 to closings is a lead, right? So this is giving them that one huge win. And I'd love to leave everybody with a golden nugget if I can. And that is, and this nugget, by the way, is for all agents. So if you're taking out your pen and paper, please do. This is for all agents, no cost to the brokerage or the agent, and a huge win for everyone. Okay. And by the way, a side note, a huge, great value add for new producing agents coming in and joining the brokerage. Okay. So little tool there. 3 simple steps. Number 1, approach and meet with all the rainmakers, that top 20%, and ask them for any leads they have that they have no time to follow up with. Even if there's leads from, they have leads from a decade ago, they're just collecting dust, right? Determine a referral percentage back to that agent. 2, get the list of those leads from that agent, put them into a system. Now, as a Labs advisor, love Brokerage Command, it's a team version of Command. So we put them into a system. That way we can track them. And then most importantly, number 2, tag that lead so we know it's a referral back to that agent. So for example, I would tag it 25% referral fee to Marc King if I was taking leads from Marc's database.
Yes, please.
Absolutely. And then number 3, find just a few hungry and engaged agents who are ready, willing, and able. Ready, willing, and able to call those leads. Let me just specify that word call those leads, assign them over, inspect what you expect to make sure the follow-up's there, and then celebrate the success. Everybody wins.
I love that. And it goes without saying that anytime you make any phone calls, it should be done in a TCP-friendly and compliant way.
TCP
100%.
all the way. I love it. And a fun fact, KW actually has a trademark on the word Teamridge, even though you might see it out there in the stratosphere in the industry. And it has one simple meaning, and that is to take the broke out of brokerage. And so we are attempting, this is where the empire strikes back, Jason. This is where we are coming back after profit margins and it's an opportunity for everybody to win. When you ask agents what they want, they say leads and technology, number one and number two. This is what agents want.
Okay, Mark, the Empire, Chancellor Palpatine, keep us moving.
All right. Well, again, we sound like we're excited about all of these, and we are equally excited.
I'm really excited about the next one, though.
I'm excited about it. I get to go. Do I go? You go.
I'm just saying that
Super excited.
I'm recruiting, and she recruited me to do it. So I'm just excited. Here's the deal. You got to recruit. That's everything in life is about attracting new people. Mark.
Two of the best recruiters to ever do it teaching Rockstar Recruiting. What gets better than that, Jason?
There's nothing better than that.
Rich Rector, Jessica Fox, welcome.
Thank you, guys. So Rockstar Recruiting is a recruiting skills-based training program. And as we know, the market ahead is skill-based. This program will help you level up your recruiting skills in just 90 days, positioning you to become $1 million market center. And it's also for agents that are building teams.
You know, during this session, you're going to learn with us the most effective conversation starters and mofers for today's market. We'll be sharing that intel. And we're going to give you, empower you to really deliver and master that needs analysis and recruiting presentation so you can get agents to move quickly. We'll also help you build your confidence around strong objection handling and closing. And ultimately, you're going to gain momentum while you're building that confidence in your numbers by implementing recruiting systems and routines and best practices.
You're going to learn how to recruit with the MREA models and the playbooks, how to gross 10 plus consistently, and how to build a recruiting team.
You know, this is a super unique program. This is not just a Zoom room. We're going to be interacting together. And as master recruiters, we're going to show you and role play for you the skill or the strategy we're sharing. And then during that session, you're going to actually practice to actually learn and master that skill. It makes all the difference when you learn it that way. It's similar to Bold in the sense that it's really fast-paced and action-paced.
Recruiting in this market ahead that we're in requires mindset, skill, and systems for consistency to capitalize on growth. The market has given us the greatest opportunity to gain market share and to take territory during this shift, and really to position yourself again to be $1 million market center.
I love it. By the way, I'm a huge fan of this one. I know I say that about all of them, but because I've had personal experiences with all these people, and Jessica and Rich have helped me recruit agents. So this is the real stuff, Mark.
In our ecosystem especially, but in this industry, this is the number one skill set that helps you build wealth. Once you learn how to do this at a high level, it'll help you sell real estate at a higher level. And what I love about this, Rich, is you've been doing this a long time. Jessica, you were recently a team leader, one of the top team leaders in the number one real estate company on the planet. So what I love about all of our fast track programs is these are the subject matter experts who actually did it at the highest level in our industry. And so we're so thankful to you two, to all of you. And I just want to highlight real quick, Jason, imagine if over time, I want everybody to just think a little bit selfishly for a second. I know it sounds weird. Think a little bit selfishly. Imagine if you took every one of the courses that we just went through over the course of your career multiple times. Imagine how great you would be in this business. You would have anything that you ever wanted to out of this business. So I'm super thankful, Jen, for inviting us on to participate. Jason, I'm super thankful for your partnership and sometimes witty banter.
Well, and I appreciate that, Mark. I know a lot of this touched home for you. Here's the reality of it. The first stop when anyone has a problem should be to this group of humans. Across the board. It should be, I have a problem, I get into a fast track. That's just how it should be in that order. Because if you want to run around life and try to find roadmaps, even though you don't know where you're going, I promise you'll end up somewhere, but it won't be where you want to be. And if you think you're just going to wake up and through osmosis, you're going to figure it all out, that's certainly one way to do it. Or you go to the people that already know how. They've taken the time to write it all down, have it all bound, and then give it to you. This is all about speed. It's all about going faster. Jen, I think this is genius, and I thank you for helping put all this together.
Well, I'm so grateful for you and I'm so grateful for Mark. I will say I'm very proud to be part of this team. I'm very proud to be part of these coaches. I'm very proud to be in this company. And as somebody that was recruited from outside in, one of the things that sets us apart is our coaching and our training. And what Gary often talks about is get people in a classroom, get them into a relationship. And so if we can't get them in person in classroom, this is the actual easier step. So I do want everyone to hear those Thrive 25 goals. The reason that Mark and Jason and Gary and John and Sajid and everyone sat down to create those, it was with our market centers and our agents at the forefront of their minds. They want us to have the wealthiest agents that we possibly can. They want the market centers to thrive. And so very, very proud to be part of this team. Very grateful for all of you for spending some time with us today. As always, if you have any questions, if there's anything specific I can answer, my email is jen.davis@kw.com. And if you need Mark or Jason, I can connect you with both of them as well. So
just email us at jason@kw.com. We'll be happy to respond.
We'll also put his cell phone number in all of our response emails. So
Perfect.
Awesome. Everybody have a great day.
See everybody. Thanks.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.